Okay, Dave, number 3. We are at number 3. Dave sent in, if you don't know, if you haven't watched the original unboxing video of the knives, Dave sent in 5 blades or 5 knives to the channel, and we are doing individual reviews on each one of the knives. And this is number 3. We've done one on the I think this would be the 3rd iteration of the 7.5 inch knife with tan handles. And then we've done the one on the most recent version with black handles. And now we are here with this knife here. This is, let's see, it is a reversible pocket clip. It is tip up. And you got a thumb opening, which is smooth and nice. That feels good. And you've got a flipper on the back. I like that. Now I have, this is nice. I like this, these aluminum handles. If you look back through my videos, you should find one on a knife that looks like this, but it's not this knife. That is an assisted opening knife. And I carried those for a long time. This right here is just like these. Except it's got a back flipper and a thumb flipper, just like these has got. And that is there's no assisted to that blade. That is just a manual open blade. So that is nice. I like that. This aluminum handle is very nice, feels good. There is texture to this aluminum handle. It's not smooth. So this is not going to be a slick knife in your hand. You're going to have grip. And you can see my old fat pudgy hands. My hand covers them in relation to the 3rd iteration, or 2nd. No, this would be the 3rd of the 7.5 inch knife. You can see that the blades look to be almost the same thing. The profiles are very similar. We still have a hollow ground blade. But you can see that there's a back grind on the top in that drop point, same as these knives. You got the hollow grind on the front, same here. I think there may be more of a belly in this knife with coming to a sharper point than on this one. You have a much deeper sharpening choil than you do on this blade right here. It is also marked D2 steel. And I think I've gone over the whole process of the D2 steel thing with the original bug out killer, the next generation of the bug out killer, and the most recent version, I think, of the bug out killer. And so now we've got this one. And so let's just put it here for a little bit of a comparison. You can tell that the knives are pretty much about the same. This one's it appears to be just a little bit shorter. If I put these together, which all of these are size-wise and all very, very much identical. So it's about probably 3/8 of an inch shorter. This knife here is. Again, it feels really nice. The handle has got a decent amount of texture on it. I think if you had slick hands as far as oil or something like that, you would probably have a little bit of sliding in your hand. But with your hand, just normal carrying, normal use, holding your hand, you're not going to lose control of this knife, I don't believe. You've got, with that back flipper, you've got a huge amount of control with the knife. It's not going to get away from you if you're holding it like this and you're using it to just do whatever. It is a liner lock knife. Looks like the engagement is about halfway of the blade. It's not hard to engage or disengage, rather. It is slightly proud. You can see there's a cutout, and you can easily get your finger on it. and that goes to both sides. You can easily get your finger on that cutout to disengage the blade to close it. Now this is something that I really like because some of them with the liner lock, there's no stop. And so when you get in here and you go to close it, it'll just close and it'll end up on your finger. If you look, it almost looks like a teardrop poking out there. Let's kind of bring it around this way. So that's what it is. There's a cutout for this blade stop here to where it's going to stop the blade at, and it also has engagement at the top. So that works both ways. It stops the blade coming in so it don't go too far in. And the same blade stop is used when the blade comes out and opens. Now, one thing about this blade is the thumb stud is much narrow. It's more, I would say this is more like a, that's closer to a 1/4 inch in diameter, and this is closer to a 1/16 of an inch in diameter. And so the logo feels like the same laser etched logo that you've got on the latest bug out style knife. This is what I say. This knife was, they took this blade, gave it a few upgrades, added a back flipper, reduced the size of the thumb stud, because with the back flipper, you don't really need to use that quite so, unless you want to. And I don't find it any harder to use the thumb stud on this one. I think it is just as easy to use. And the more I've fiddled with this knife, the more I like it. And I'm barely hitting that. There we go. Finally, yeah. And just put a little bit more into it, and it's opening. So it doesn't take much to open that blade. You've got to just, let's see, what do they call it? The button push. Okay. So there we go. With the button clip push, well, it did open. Well, I thought I would have it not open again. If you get the button push in there, and that what you're doing, instead of flicking down, you're trying to push straight in and see if the blade will open. And it does. If my finger's coming down some, I can't really stop it. It's just part of the motion that I can't do anything about. But I get that pushed in, and it opens. That's how smooth this blade opens. And it doesn't take anything to break that loose and get that to open up, even with my thumb. And so the pocket clip is medium heavy, probably. You've got 2 spacers here. There's no lanyard loop, which I'm not hurt by that. That doesn't bother me one little bit. I don't care about lanyard loops. I like this. I really do. It's not uncomfortable, which I would think it would be with that duckbill sticking straight up like that, but it's not. It's not uncomfortable. And I feel like I've got more control over the blade and the knife with this right here. And I don't feel like you could accidentally disengage it by holding it. I mean, it's just the way my hand wraps around it. It's not in such a way that I would believe that I would disengage that blade lock. Now for me, you know, I've got to put my thumb a little far forward. It's a little bit uncomfortable for me to get on the back of the blade jimping. And that's another thing, is the blade jimping is tighter and more compact and doesn't extend past the thumb stud. On the other iterations of the bug out knife, which these share the same blade, just a shorter blade and a little bit of a profile change. You have jimping on the back of the knife where you don't have any here, but then you don't have jimping down here, but you do here. I really don't know what purpose that serves, to be honest with you. I don't know where it does anything good one way or another to have that jimping, but you got it. You got it. So this knife right here, I am very impressed. I am very impressed by this knife. I like it. It is the Nimbus 7-inch folding knife. And this is the Sonder folding knife. And then this is the most recent iteration of the 7-inch folding knife. So it doesn't really have a name. So again, this knife right here, I'm very impressed with. I really like this knife. It's got a lot of qualities. And this is my opinion, that And I don't think that was called a 7-inch or 7.5-inch folding knife. But the assisted opening aluminum handled Ozark knife that Walmart carried, and this has been probably 2 or 3 years ago. I think they looked at that knife and they looked at this knife and then they said, let's combine them. And that's what they did. So I think they took that knife, took the assisted opening out of it. So the spring's gone. It's still a liner lock. They added I don't believe that knife had a back flipper on it, or maybe it didn't have a thumb stud. I don't remember. I may have to dig that knife out and do some kind of a equal comparison to kind of take a look at it. But I'd bought two of them. So when one got dull, I could throw that in a closet and grab the other one out and start working with it. But I started getting back into knives really, really hard before I ended up dulling the first one. And so now I'm carrying out all kind of knives. So I think they took the handle profile of that, because this is almost exactly the same handle profile. I would be very, very surprised to see that this right here is different from that knife. But the blade is different. The internals is different. This knife just feels much more quality than even that knife back then. Even where you've got the internal liners, they feel smooth. They feel finished. Everything feels good. Everything feels good on this knife. I really like this knife. I think that's a pretty cool knife. I definitely, if you did get that old blue handled aluminum Ozark Trails knife, do not mistake it if you see this one at Walmart. Get it, take a close look at it. If you see this little tit sticking out here and you can see that the thumb stud is much smaller, I really need to get that knife to do a comparison. I didn't expect it to be so close to that knife, so I don't know where that knife's at the moment. Don't mistake it for this knife. And I may have seen this knife at Walmart and missed it because I thought it was that knife, but it's not. It's completely different. It looks the same as far as the handle and stuff, but it's not. And this right here is just a butter smooth knife. I think I oiled these other ones. I don't really see where this needs any oil. I mean, that is just smooth. Thickness of the blade. Let's look at that. It is a thicker blade. There's definitely a thicker blade on this one right here. So, all in all, I think I am impressed with this. I really am. I like this knife. As a matter of fact, I probably will end up carrying this for a bit. And I said this also, that these would be taking turns. This one has been officially retired as my package opener. And this one's going to serve some time. Then this one's going to serve some time. And then this one's going to serve some time. So we've got the original 7, or actually we have like the third generation of the original 7.5-inch knife. That was one sent in by Dave to the channel. And then we have the more recent black handle. That's a tan handle. That's normally a orange handle. It's a black handle with a stone wash blade. This is the more recent version of these knives here. And this is a aluminum handle, in my opinion, hybrid of these knives, in my opinion. The blade is basically the same. It's not stone washed. It is just, it's mirrored, brushed. Maybe brushed is a better term. So anyway, I appreciate you guys. I enjoy spending time with you. These knives right here were sent in by Dave. Dave is the reason why I'm able to bring these knives to you. I would ask that if you enjoy this content, you would like and subscribe. If you would like, join the channel, become a member. I appreciate you guys. I thank you, and I will see you next time. Your time is very important to me, and I thank you for spending it here with me. Thanks, and God bless.